Okay, this is Clark Mooneyham coming to you on the 4th of July from downtown Lawn Ridge. Where most towns have prohibitions on guns, we're wide open over here. We even allow crossbows like this. This crossbow has been in 3 videos, but I never really showed any details on it or given an explanation for it, so we'll try and do that right now. The ball sits here. The trigger operates our traditional plunger trigger, just like that. To make it easier to load, we have it where you can put the ball on and pull this back, and then you push the fort forward with your feet so that it locks like that. Now this design was inspired by the old English warbows before they had artillery. The warbows were giant bows that the guys had to sit down and put their feet out against the bow and hold it at like a 45-degree angle, and their arrow was about the size of a broomstick or a javelin. Well, we're shooting golf balls today, and since the last time I shot it, I've doubled the power on it. I had 3 loops of surgical tubing on each side. Well, I doubled that to 6. So that should bring me up to around 240 pounds. So this is real reality TV. I haven't tried to shoot it since I raised the power up on it, so I don't know what's going to happen any more than you. So just keep your fingers crossed and we'll see what happens. Okay, before I had always shot this contraption off the table, and people are always asking me what kind of range does it have. Well, I've never done any shots for maximum distance, but at maximum distance you want to have like a 45-degree angle. So I was wondering, how can I do that off the table? And then I thought, well, since it's a traditional style weapon, let's do it like they used to do it back in the 1000s. So I'm going to try it sitting on the ground and with my feet on the fork, and we'll see what happens. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, let's see. Now there may be some question about whether I can get this into fully locked position, so we'll just have to see how we go here. Oh. Not quick enough, is it? There we go. Okay, nothing's breaking yet. I tried to reinforce it last night with some plywood and Gorilla Glue, so let's hope it holds. Okay. Where did you go? Straight up and straight down?
Yeah.
Yeah. About 10 feet.
That was it?
Yeah.
10 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't go exactly as planned. Okay, for our first shot, maybe not too bad, nothing broke. Boy, that was a big nothing. See if we can find that ball. Well, I think it worked better with less power. Okay, what went right, what went wrong with the crossbow test? Well, my objective for the crossbow was to double the power that we had before. Originally, it had 3 loops, a surgical tubing on each side, took it up to 6 loops. So we went from approximately 120 pounds to 240 pounds or more. So my expectations were that we might have to go to a football field to check the range on it, because I was expecting a range of something like 180 yards. So when I actually shot it, it came out to be about 10 feet. So the ball just popped straight up out of the groove and went straight up in the air. You can see that on the video. One of the main things I wanted to check out during that test was to see if the fork was going to break. The fork originally is just deck wood. It's got grain running through it. So in anticipation of this test, I cut these plywood pieces out here and glued them on with Gorilla Glue. So as a positive on that test, it did not break. The other thing I thought might break would be the pouch. The pouch did not break, but I think what caused me the problem was the extra force caused it to stretch and caused it to narrow up. I took a measurement on it, top to bottom here. It is now 30 millimeters. Now on the other golf ball gun, here's the pouch I've got on that one. I measured it and it is 45 millimeters top to bottom, and it's probably one of the most reliable guns I've got right now. It's very heavy, but I haven't had any failures with it. But on the same hand, it took me 3 or 4 different variations before I found the right combination to get this one to work right. So yeah, I have had forks break on me before and hit me in the head with a piece of the fork, and that was only at 20 or 30 pounds. Well, if you get up between 250 and 300 pounds, let me tell you, you don't want a chunk of wood with a metal bolt hitting you in the head. It could be real bad. So I'm real pleased that that didn't break. And if you have, you gotta have some good safety equipment. You'll notice I was wearing goggles in the video when we tried the shot. So I think when you have a failure on one of your projects, just think of Thomas Edison. He probably failed 1,000 times before he got a light bulb that would actually work. So he didn't give up. So because he kept on with it, look how he has changed the way the whole world lives now. We've got electricity, we got televisions, computers. He invented the electric chair after he invented the light bulb. So the possibilities are just endless on that kind of stuff. So if you see what the increase in the force did on it, the bolt that I used to pull on when I cocked the thing, look how that bent. So we were definitely generating some force there. So to get this thing to shoot right, I originally thought, well, I'll just take those extra loops out, which I did already, and try shooting it again. Well, it shot the same way, so that's why I think it was because the leather pouch got deformed. I think you'll see it here, how it comes out and how it gets real narrow in the center. Well, it should be something like 45 millimeters up like that instead of the 30 we got right now. So like I say, the pouch on this one, I've got 2 different types of leather on it glued together with blue silicone. So in order to get this one to work, you probably need to do something like that. So like I say, if you have failures in your projects, look at them as learning opportunities and don't give up. So I'd also like to thank Multi-Awesome Films for the good comments that he's been leaving me on my videos, and ask everybody to watch some of his videos and leave him some comments and suggestions on what he should be doing with his stuff too. So in closing, I'd just like to say, you know, fear God, love your neighbor, and shoot slingshots. We'll see you later. Watch all our videos, and bye-bye.